Good morning, everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today I'm here with my co host, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. I'm Terralina from California Cover Ups, and we're the Biz Chicks. Happy Happy Martin Luther King Day, guys. I hope you're sitting back and relaxing. It's time to hydrate and join us for coffee, tea, thoughts, and conversations. Hey, Fran, how you doing?
I am well. So I have Mondays. I think I get these wild ideas, but they're not so wild when you think about them.
Mm-hmm.
The longer you think about them, they're not that wild. So, whose portrait are you painting?
Mm.
Um, yeah, because this goes back to a conversation I had. Somebody came by, it's football season and we're in the playoff. Go Niners. They're going to the Super Bowl. Okay. So this person comes by and they're dressed in all their football gear.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Oh, so you're a such and such fan?" They like, "Yeah, well, my team, they didn't play, they didn't come to play, and they're not in the playoffs, but they're still wearing the entire gear."
Mm-hmm.
Then they proceeded to tell me that the team that I am rooting for, oh, they've already played their best. You've already seen their best. And I'm thinking to myself, how do you decide for someone else that they've done their best? And they were speaking very authoritatively that the team that I'm rooting for had already done their best, and you can't expect any more from them.
Okay. Interesting.
So that brings me to my question is, who said that your best days are over?
Oh, wow.
I mean, because the day they said that was like 2 weeks ago.
Mm.
And now the team I'm rooting for is going to the Super Bowl. So apparently they had not.
Was incorrect.
Apparently they had not played their best ever. How can someone else predict your future? I'm telling you, do not allow anybody else to predict your future. Because they don't know what you're capable of. And you're probably wondering, what does this have to do? What does this have to do with whose portrait are you painting? It has everything to do with it, because it depends on you. Now, an artist, when they paint a picture, let's say Picasso, Rembrandt, Monet, the rest of them, they were painting something they saw in their eye, right? They were painting
own style.
Say that again?
They have their own style.
They have each of them have their own style. Van Gogh, woo, okay. So each of them have a style. They all had a certain way that they paint, the way they saw the world. They all saw it a certain way, right?
Correct.
And so they painted it that way. That was what they saw about themselves or about the world around them. There are people who like Rembrandt, who like Monet, who like Van Gogh, who like Picasso, and those people like those artists, right? Not everyone is going to like whichever artist. Okay, so so the same for you. You are painting your world. How do you see your world? Now, the question becomes, are you painting it for yourself? Or are you a hired painter painting somebody else's? Okay, there are some artists that paint the what are they called? The
murals,
the portraits for somebody else, right?
Yes.
Are you painting someone else's portrait? Are you looking, because people will pay you to change your picture.
Well, here's the deal. Even if you are painting someone's portrait, are you painting it in their style or your style? Because I'm sure that people had some comments about these different styles from these various artists.
Okay, because Van Gogh,
Mm-hmm.
he is celebrated right now, but they thought he was crazy, right? Yeah. Okay. The other artists, Michelangelo, Da Vinci, all of them, people were, you gonna have opinions about you and your style from this point, from your time that you shouldn't dress that baby in that. They're not even your child, and you trying to, and people are trying to say how the child's supposed to be dressed and all of these things. People will have an opinion on your life. But
so the question becomes, are you going to change your style every time someone has an opinion? Well, that's
you're gonna be like this and like, oh wait, I'm not who. So that is why we're saying you need to know who you are. Lock that in. Mm-hmm. And if you're painting you and you enjoy painting the beach, paint the beach. You understand what is your art of choice? What is your style of choice? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So paint that and be okay with that. But if you don't know who you are, you gotta be morphing into all kind of stuff, and we don't know who you are, and because you don't know who you are.
There you go.
And Terry, you mentioned something about forgeries.
Yes, artists can actually forge other artist styles. So are you trying to mimic someone else? Are you trying to be someone that you're not?
Are you a forgery?
You know what I mean? Are you perpetrating? That's what the kids used to say. Are you trying to be something you have no clue how to be it? But because you have the ability to copy it line by line and brush stroke by brush stroke, are you now just a fraud? Are you now committing forgery? With your style, with your personality, with whatever it is you're doing.
And we don't know you. Or do we?
Well, we don't know who you're going to be copying next week. So,
but see, do we really know the real you? How about, do you know the real you?
Okay.
And for 2020, you're going to need to know who you are. You're going to need to know why you exist. What are you here for? And don't be a forgery.
There you go.
Don't be the forgery. Be the original. The original is always better.
It's more comfortable too, because you don't have to worry about, did I get it just right? You got it the way you want it.
And what's the word I want to say? We love the different artists' expressions, their expressions. Some people are going to get you. There are some people who are going to understand you. When I say get you, meaning they understand who you are. They like your work. They connect with you. They are. Hold on. Don't lose it. Don't worry about it, because I can't hear it that much. So they are going to get you, connect with you, be with you. So what are you going to do about that? Are you going to fit with someone else's opinion of you? What happens if the artist changes his work to fit someone else? It no longer becomes their work. It becomes that person's work. So who are you if you decide to try and fit in with somebody else? You're no longer you. You become that other person. You've morphed into someone else, neglecting your own personal style, your own personal makeup, who you are, what it is that you do. So the question here,
whose portrait
are you 5 more minutes. Today is going to be a special edition.
Oh, yes.
And y'all might get used to this short session because Terry and I, we're going to begin to fit in with what we do. Terry and I, we like to give you nuggets that you can grab a hold to, put into practice. But if you get 4 or 5 nuggets, you're not going to remember the first 4. You're only going to remember that last one. So if we can give you a 15-minute segment, and if we can talk to you for 15 minutes, share for 15 minutes, hear what you have to say for 15 minutes, where we're all in on a particular subject, that allows you to grab it, embrace it if you wish, or however it is that you need to consume it, use it, pass it on, or whatever. But it's in chunks now. It's no longer in this long narrative, and then we got to sit around going like this, or waiting to get to the good part. Good morning, Jerry. It is, we want to value your time. Our style is get to the point. That's who Terry and I are. I'm just gonna say it like that. We are
like the bottom line.
Have a conversation, have a take, have a whatever it is. Get it, take it, run with it, and be effective with it. So I am not sure.
I don't know what's going on in this conversation.
I don't either. And Corinda came in earlier. I don't know if he's here right now. So hi, Anna. Today's conversation, whose portrait are you painting? Are you painting someone else's, someone else's portrait? Are you doing your own thing? I like landscapes, specifically the beach. Whose portrait are you painting? Are you doing you in life? Or are you, like Terry said, committing, forgeries, painting forgeries? They look like you, or they look like somebody else, but it doesn't really look like you. So to recap on this, it was about allowing no one else to predict your future. What other people say, and I told earlier in this conversation today that there's a person that came and said, the Niners they've already played their best. And this was 2 weeks ago. They've already played their best game. So, and I was like, how does someone who is a spectator on the field determine what the professionals are going to do? We're in the stadium. We didn't get out there and do them push-ups, run them suicides, and do all of that stuff, and then just decide we're not going to do it, right? We didn't put in the effort. We're sitting on the sidelines. Most of the people in your life are sitting on the sidelines. They don't know what you've done. They don't know what you contributed to get you are where you are. They don't know you like that. But they're trying to predict where you're going to be in 5 years. Where do you say you're going to be in 5 years?
I say we win too, Jerry. Jerry says we win.
I am on a quest to help people figure out them and do you well. Paint your own portrait. I'm not Rembrandt. I might just do stick figures and be good with it.
See.
A smiley face is getting paid right now, and all it was a circle, 2 dots, and a U.
Do you believe that? How about the good life?
The blimpy dude? Whose portrait are you painting? Are you allowing someone else to paint your picture of life? Because I mean, I'm a Niners fan, and I'm sitting up there, and he was like, his team ain't even in the playoffs, and he was talking that, oh, they've already done their best work. I was like, you're not even a fan.
Well, everybody's got an opinion.
Yes. And so, like we told you today, this may be a start of something new for 2020. We want to hear from you all, but I think I like these short sessions.
I do too.
Because it gives us a chance to get in, talk about a situation, and focus in on it. Hey, Dr. Tachi, it gives us a chance to get in here, focus in on the conversation, and put what did we learn from Darren?
Mm-hmm.
Narrow and deep.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Narrow and deep rather than wide and shallow.
Yes.
So that is our conversation for today. We are in an event that's starting at 10 o'clock, and we got to move stuff around. But tell us what you think about the 15-minute conversation, where we go all in on a conversation for 15 minutes. That gets you all back to your day, but we can come together, put in our opinions, and talk about it. Now, I'm not going to tell you Friday Tech Talk is going to be 15 minutes. I'm just not going to say that. But we want to hear from you. What do you think about a 15-minute all in on one topic? That's how we do. Anna, I like that too. Deep calls to deep. Nice format. And because most of the media nowadays is leaning toward a shorter time frame. If the podcasts are no longer hours, mm-hmm. They're down to 15 minutes. Even though I like listening to some podcasts from Dr. Tachi said, I know we can't do 15 minutes, but I like it. See, all bets are off on Friday. Mm-hmm. That does not include Friday.
Well, it looks like we're not going to do 15 minutes today.
Well, that's because we're just into snackable content. Thank you, Dr. Tachi. That is what I'm talking about. So we're introducing snackable content starting today. Today it had to be snackable because we got to go somewhere else. But I'm thinking it might be a good idea. At least we can do it every Monday. And then I know TJ does not do snackable content. That's her show. Wednesday's Coach Karen, and Thursday. But I think we can do snackable on Mondays. So thank you for your input today. We're going narrow and deep and making it snackable. So thank you all. Dr. King had a dream, and here I've seen it happen online where we're all together from every part of the world. All of us, doesn't matter. We're, what was it? Little black boys, little black girls, little white boys, little white girls. We're all together playing here, and we're doing it online, live, and in person. For this, we thank you. And then Anna, we got a couple of comments here. We've got Deep Calls Unto Deep. Nice format. Jerry says, yes. Dr. Tachi said, we can't do 15 and snackable content. And then Anna says, yep, even like a whole lot of good writing, it will take too long. Okay. Give me the acronym for that. TLD, too long. If too long. Too long to read. Long Friday, and Tachi's long show is fine now. Yeah. What's TLDR?
Content of character.
Too long. Content of our character. Ooh, interesting. Hey, Pat. All right, everybody. We're cutting out. Anna, put in there, what is TLDR, please? I want to know what that means. Too long. I know it's got something if it's too long to read. Too long
to read.
Ooh, see?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had a post like that? You know whose post I like a lot? His name is Seth Godin. He gives you like one-liners, or he'll give you a paragraph, but you don't
see a green check.
Huh?
A green check over here. Go, Anna.
Yes, she must be a Tim Gillette fan.
Yes.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We did 20 minutes today, but we want to say thank you for everybody watching live and on the replay. And see here, now it makes the replay easier to find too, because you can scroll back 15 minutes instead of trying to scroll back a whole hour. Okay. All right, everybody. Make it a great Monday. And Terry?
Enjoy the holiday and celebrate. Bye-bye, guys. And don't forget to go to the front of your own line. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.